What's good with y'all, bro? I got y'all another banger video. So, we got 9 to 5 versus streamers. Okay. And I had to make this video. Like, bro, had to. First of all, I'm not one of them YouTubers that lie. I did see this video on my own separate time. And shout out Ludwig. I was watching him react. He was saying some real stuff. But I'm making this video to state my opinion on the stuff I seen in this video. To give y'all my live reaction and my thoughts about what I've seen in this video. So this is not my first time watching this. It's more like my second time seeing this video, but I'm reacting to it now. So it seems like these FaZe boys think 9 to 5s is harder. I'm team 9 to 5, bro. If you think streaming harder than 9 to 5, bruh, get you a 9 to 5 then and quit streaming. If you think streaming's harder than 9 to 5s, bro, you ain't gotta stress no more. You ain't gotta stay doing streaming. If you could really get all that stressed off, get your ass at McDonald's and flip them patties. Put a uniform on. And guess what? It's like these niggas just be, bro, these motherfuckers be so ungrateful, bro. I would rather be a streamer than a 9 to 5 person. But they get it so fucked up. They opt the position they in to live and be a streamer. It's like, bro, you make your own schedule and you're being paid thousands of dollars. Now the hard part is being a successful streamer is hard. I can say that. It's hard being because everybody can't stream and have 1,000 viewers and be making good ass money. That's a hard thing to say. But say if you a successful streamer compared to a normal 9 to 5 person, bro, you get to do whatever the fuck you want, bro. It's like niggas be just.
How you gonna disrespect your mom?
I wish Queso big ass would say streaming harder than 9 to 5. Bro, I would roast the fuck out that nigga so quick. Queso ass talk about 9 to 5 harder than stream. Nigga, all you do is sit your ass and play the game and talk to your chat. No offense to Queso, shout out to Queso though, but my nigga, I wish Queso ass, I'm on his ass, bro.
Mom like that,
she
dude.
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
I'm definitely not listening. This nigga think pigeons is fucking the government. I'm not listening to shit this nigga saying.
Chill.
You would have to go to work.
You can't leave
Went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
You guys are playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You guys are playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
He needs his ass whooped for that type of shit. If you don't enjoy streaming anymore, why do you still stream? This nigga stream almost every day. It's like, bro, you're making bro, these niggas be pissing me off. Ain't no way in hell. I bet you none of these niggas would go back to a 9 to 5. Even if they had money. You know? Say if they quit streaming, none of these niggas would go back. Because they know that shit ain't it. Who the fuck want to get up and get told when to get up? These niggas make their own schedule. Bro, they pretty much make their own content and getting paid thousands of millions of dollars. Bro, they don't realize, bro. This whole video already an L itself. Because, bro, everybody with common sense knows. I'm pretty sure every 9 to 5 worker would rather be a streamer, but it's hard to become one. You feel me? It's hard to become a streamer. I think it's hard to become a successful streamer. Everybody can stream, but say if they become a successful streamer, they make thousands. Bro, nobody else gonna go back to a 9 to 5. Let's see what they had to say. This video really made me wanna watch it. And this nigga stay saying bullshit, bro. I seen clips of this motherfucker saying 9 to 5s is harder. Watch him say some bullshit.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Okay. All right. So my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job.
And then even if the biggest, like, if Speed is saying that, this nigga, no offense to these FaZe niggas, bro, this nigga work harder than a lot of them niggas. He traveling every fucking day. This nigga doing, bro, This nigga doing some shit that I would be drained as fuck to do, and he says it's harder. Bro, you could do whatever the fuck you want when you're streaming. These niggas can get paid thousands. It's motherfuckers that gotta go to work. Bro, this video making me so mad. Cause I was a 9 to 5 nigga. Any day, if I had the opportunity, if I was a successful streamer, bro, any day I would take that over this 9 to 5 shit. This video already pisses me off, generally does. For these niggas to be making millions and complain about what they doing, you do whatever you want and you're making money. Bruh, I done seen, bruh, it's one of these phase niggas that's about to be in an argument. I seen this nigga play Mario Kart for 8 hours and making money. Bro, Casanat go to sleep on stream and get paid. And these motherfuckers complaining about streaming? It's niggas that gotta go to work and they don't even want to. But y'all don't even have to stream. Y'all want to, could do it because y'all love doing it. And y'all getting paid good as fuck. You do it. They job, they don't get what they do, and they do whatever the fuck they want to do, bruh. Shit.
Slave for
Pisses
fucking
me
pennies.
off, bro.
See,
Already,
that's the
bro.
thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties,
Nah.
maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier,
I ain't gonna lie. What he said right here is kind of true, though. You know what I'm saying? When you a streamer, your switch always kind of got to be on. I could agree with that, though, to a certain extent. Because, bro, there's times, bro, nigga, if you ain't posting, you're going to fall off. Falling off is the worst part of the internet. I can agree. That's a good point. I can agree with that. Let's keep listening, though.
I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of
Bullshit.
people critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought we
You guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had it made like y'all.
We don't have to
I
go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day,
God, I have to stream to.
I know this motherfucker ain't comparing a Twitter com to a boss cussing his ass out. A lot of trouble with these showing these streamers, bro. These motherfuckers paying too much attention to their Twitter com. Get the fuck off Twitter, man, bro. I've seen Max lose his mind. This nigga, this Lacey nigga especially, bro. It's a lot of times why these streamers be so fucked up in the head is because they be paying too much attention to Twitter, bro. But imagine, nigga, I think it's way worse, to be honest with you. I don't agree with his point, Lacey's point. He looking at Twitter and shit. To be honest with you, if I have to choose between one, I'd rather look at the Twitter comments than be in person. Imagine you coming to work, right? You tired as hell. Your boss mad at you for showing up 5 minutes late. Imagine you going to work, right? Nigga, a customer give you a hard ass time, cussing your ass out. Bro, I think that's more stressful, bro. And then you going to sleep, waking up, you deal with the same type of people every day. You don't have to look in them Twitter comms. You could easily delete them shits. Nigga, you could easily, it's not even that simple. A lot of these streamer niggas, bro, if a nigga talk crazy in their chat, ban his ass. They be so fucked up by looking at shit that don't matter, bro. Bro, them Twitter comments be fucking these niggas' heads up and they don't even need them. They don't need that shit. Man, make you a Reddit? Bro, I be seeing, bro, Casanat be looking like he has so much peace. He don't even react. I be watching some of these niggas stream. They Twitter accounts be fucking their heads up. It's a bad mental thing. They don't have to deal with that shit, bro. That's bullshit what this nigga Lacey said, though. I don't agree with this shit.
Today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're
This nigga really compared a 30-minute break to a break whenever he feels like making it. Real shit though, Lacey, you can really be on some shit, bro. Stream 3 hours and be chilling for the rest of the day. There's motherfuckers that have to go to work for 8 hours. This nigga really compared a lunch break to they don't get breaks. That's bullshit. You make your break, so that don't count, my nigga. Get the fuck on. That's a terrible point.
on 24/7.
You got
high energy 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit,
stuff.
I got to slave just for not even $100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have
No, I'm
a
not.
steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as
Yeah,
that.
but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you.
Okay, that's a good point too, though. I agree with this shit. On a lot of social media apps, you don't get guaranteed to get paid. I am one to vouch for that. I get paid on my main channel on YouTube. Bro, there's months I make $100, there's months I make $300, and there's months I make $400. Lacey, that was a good point right there. I agree with you with that. You don't get guaranteed paid compared to streaming in a 9 to 5. 9 to 5, you're getting whatever the fuck you want. But the weak ass point to this shit is, Lacey, though, you can actually elevate compared to a 9 to 5 nigga. You know what I'm saying? You saying streaming's harder, but you have the ability, right, to make millions while niggas stuck at making 60,000 a year, while you can be up to be making millions a year. So that vouch is like, it's hard to like debate on. You know what I'm saying? On this 9 to 5 nigga or the streaming nigga. But me personally, I can take Lacey's side on that one. I'll take his side. That was a good point.
No, I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
just
get paid
to
either.
collect.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the.
This is when you shut the fuck up. Ain't no way in hell he just said that shit. There's no way he said that. Bro, this video already making me mad, bro. This video already making me mad. Did this nigga compare to a real life customer to a motherfucking squeaker spamming L's in his chat? If you don't ban that motherfucker, bro. See, like, this video making me mad, bro. I would rather they can easily get them up out of here. They be making this streaming stuff so stressful, bro. Shit making me. This nigga really said that. 9 to 5 got a point off that bullshit already. Get the fuck on with that, man.
Chat spamming L's. Oh, this is bullshit.
Like,
I don't like
that's what I said. This is some bullshit. I'm looking at that like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want.
Facts. That is a good point. But like I said though, it's hard to become everybody can be a streamer, but it's hard becoming a successful streamer. You know what I'm saying? Every last person, man, my little cousin can spark up a stream, but bro, if that nigga boring as shit, they ain't gonna watch his ass. They like to watch. It's like streaming is like TV, you know. It's like different TV channels, right? This is how I look at streaming. Every channel got something different, something unique you want to watch on it. Every channel, every little channel, nigga. PBS, Cartoon Network got different shows, right? But each show got something special to it. You know, if you ain't got no unique shit or something that's gonna make me entertained, I ain't gonna want to watch it. I like Adventure Time and I like regular shows. They two different shows, but they both got something completely different that made me want to watch it even more. That's the special thing about streaming. I don't think this nigga would be. I think he'll be shitty at streaming. Based off this, I'm not watching this 9 to 5 nigga. So, Lacey, that was a good point.
Want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what?
It's like these niggas thinking some badass points. Each time these streaming niggas say some shit, it's like they giving the 9 to 5 niggas leverage. When that nigga said, imagine you get L's in your chat, that already pissed me off, genuinely made me mad. Imagine a nigga cuss you out because you ain't make his sandwich right. Imagine a person, right? Look, and then you can't even say shit. These streamer niggas could say shit back. They could be like, man, fuck your ass, get your ass up out of here and you're banned. You can't even respond back to a lot of these motherfuckers, man. I can't say nothing back to my boss. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing back to these customers or I'm gonna get fired. They can get all these little problems, they can literally visually solve them. They just let them affect them too much, bruh. They be making these niggas here.
I can call fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's your
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
Alright, that first round. So they said that the pay is residual. Oh man, this is a tough. The first round, who would I give it to? Based off them L comments, I gotta give it to the 9 to 5 niggas. There's no way in hell you're comparing a nigga in your chat you can ban to a real life motherfucker that can say fuck you and all this shit and threaten you in real life. Bro, I seen some crazy shit. One time I seen a girl didn't get her Uber Eats sandwich and she literally was throwing food at the people. She went back to the Subway and started throwing food at somebody. So it's like, I can't compare, bro. There's no way you can compare to that. This is what the streaming, bro. I just can't. I'm sorry. The 9 to 5 people won that round, bro.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey's Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey's Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up asking for a picture. Do you know how hard that is?
Okay, I'll give it to them. That's a good point. That's a good point. They do both deal with kids every day. I be seeing it on their streams. I done seen some people just being like, hey, yo, can you get a picture with me? I done seen that. They not wrong about that.
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta grind.
you have that security of, oh, I have a job.
That's not true, Lacey. You know, that's not true. Being security, being a cook. I mean, you can have ways on how you can make it secure, though. It's like, to be secure as a streamer and shit, you gotta be consistent, really, bro. Like, nigga, I done seen niggas that didn't do the same content, but they're still doing very well for themselves as streamers. You know, like, look at some of the top streamers. Look at Ninja, for example. Nobody give a fuck about his Fortnite shit no more, but he's still living good as fuck. That nigga's rich as hell. He's still streaming. He's still comfortable as fuck. I done seen a lot of streamers that been doing this shit for like 10 plus years that are living their best life still. The same with the 9 to 5 niggas. They have a chance of losing their job, bro. You know? If they do some crazy shit, their manager can lose their bit. They can lose that shit. You know? But it's a 50-50 with that one.
I have a degree. I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do? If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing, no one watched you anymore, I didn't even watch you anymore, what would you have to do? You would have to go to work.
Oh!
But I see what she's trying to say with this shit. She's making a point that, bro, you know, you making all these money and shit. He's basically saying they're ungrateful for what the fuck they doing right now. You would actually have to go to work, you know? I ain't gonna lie, these streamers is ungrateful as fuck. There's so many people that want the opportunity. So many people. And they be letting the comments and a lot of shit get to their head. It's like, bro, you don't realize what you have is a real life blessing. Bro, I wish I was making that much money, bro. $60,000, $100,000 a year. And I'm doing something. I'm just going out, recording myself bowling with some hoes. I'm eating at a dinner table with my friends, right on a camera, and making that much money. They be ungrateful, bro. That's something I can say. A lot of these streaming niggas is ungrateful for what the thing they have in their life. And then they gonna realize it like, damn. Imagine if a nigga who was a streamer, right? They go back to a 9 to 5, they gonna be like, damn, bro, I wish I was still a streamer. Everybody would rather be a streamer than a 9 to 5 worker, bro. They make their shit seem like, oh, it's so hard and this, that, and the other. But realistically, you do whatever the fuck you want, bro. I done seen some shit. Like, I seen this clip the other day. The one in the face nigga right there. The silky nigga. The nigga was with DDG, right? And they was at the dinner. They were like, bro, we getting paid to eat dinner and just talk with thousands of people watching them. Hey, they gotta start counting their blessings, bro. Real shit, cause it can be going any day. They gotta start being more grateful for their shit. This shit be insane to me.
Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn around.
Yeah, but you're proving my point.
You would have to turn around.
You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook,
I ain't gonna lie, her point is shitty. I'm giving this to Lacey. I don't agree with her point is saying this shit, but it's like, you know, I can see why she's saying it though. I can see where she's coming from, but her whole point of saying like this 9 to 5 shit, you could, if you lose streaming, you gotta start at 9 to 5. It doesn't make too much sense to me, bro.
Let's say you got fired. You have
give this to the streamers that
hundreds of people lined up. You go cook over here, cook over there.
You could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook. You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 Loko cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loko can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you,
From
Rhonda.
I don't get what the fuck he was trying to say with this brand deal shit, cause I've never done it, so I can't really like be like against or defend them type of thing. So I'm gonna say no comments about that. All right, so Lacey's versus Rhonda. Let's see what they about to say.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative. I thought I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the 60s and the 50s.
Ooh.
People didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Oh yeah, Lacey don't get it, bro. You know, she's saying that like Rhonda already cooked his ass. It's already over with. Nigga, you streaming with no worries, no problems. Imagine this nigga had kids. I can't imagine this nigga Lacey with kids, but imagine this nigga had kids. You know what I'm saying? With more worries, more problems and shit. Nigga, and then you gotta make sure that light bill stay on. You gotta go to work. If you don't go to work, them shit's going off. It's like them niggas don't get what the opportunity they're having is so insane. It does make me mad when I see stuff like this. It be like, damn, bro, like you doing shit that I wish I was doing at a successful level, bro. Shit be crazy, bro. That's why y'all gotta start counting y'all blessings, man.
Have you ever done
You get spoiled. You get spoiled that your mama and daddy keep giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a
did.
question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a
I can get this subathon though. I can totally understand where Lacey going. Bro, I remember I was streaming one time. My bad if y'all hear that broke ass fan. Bro, I remember I was streaming one time, right? And then when I was streaming, I can say his point with the subathon I can kind of relate to. You get drained the fuck out with always being on camera. You don't get no privacy. You going in the bathroom. You trying to use the bathroom. You trying to like literally like just live life. I remember I was streaming like for 30 days straight live on YouTube with like 7 viewers. And people were giving me like negative comments like, bro, you not doing enough for us. You need to entertain us. Like, bro, I'm going live every day. I'm drained as fuck mentally. It's like, that junk it does pull a toll on your body. Them subathons, shout out to all my niggas that do subathons. It does put a mental toll on your body, though, because you're not living your life normally. You're always on the camera 24/7.
subathon?
30 days straight.
24
hours a day.
Day and night. No break.
We all stream for.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute
But to
breaks
be
like
honest
that.
with you, the subathon is a choice. They're making the subathon seem like they need to do it. It's a choice, bruh. Real shit. A subathon is a choice. It's not a want, need, or anything. But, bro, if you want to make more money, bro, you do a subathon. Of course, you want to. You don't need to do a subathon. All these niggas are established as streamers. Every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? Bro, if any of these niggas did a gaming marathon, they gonna have 1,000 viewers plus. Compared to, like, a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do a subathon. I don't think it's like a need. But y'all, there's no beef with any of this. It's just my opinion, though.
To go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a
you
3-minute ad?
pass tra-
This is where Lacey fucks up. You really compare to cleaning somebody's shit to running an ad? Lacey, this is why this video makes me mad, bruh. This is why I'm like, these niggas ungrateful a little bit. There's no way in hell he just compared to running an ad to cleaning somebody's ass, bro. Yeah, I'm like, L. Lacey, Rhonda got this one.
Praise, you're short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with
based on
my
it.
ex.
I got
in
caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big
I
problem.
feel like that shit right there is it's debatable. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta just stop giving a fuck what the internet said. If you like that type of stuff, I can see what they're saying. It is a lot of people giving them opinions compared to like a regular person. But what the fuck does this have to do with 9 to 5 versus streaming though? I feel like with that one, bro, it's like, do you care or not? I see millions of people saying about somebody a relationship all the time, bro. Nigga could post some shit on TikTok showing his girl she ugly as shit. A nigga could comment and be like, your girl ugly as shit. I don't agree with that one. That one's just I think that's bullshit what they said. That was a terrible point. Cause with that one, bro, it's like I feel like that's a life thing right there. You know.
Younger people, you care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
See, like this genuinely make. Did you just see what the fuck they did in that stream?
4-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or
These niggas playing WWE on a couch on live, and you about to try to save a nigga life that's possibly going to die, and you just compared that bullshit. They gotta be rage baiting at this. They have to be rage baiting. It's no way in hell all these niggas really think that. I know some of these in the back of some of these motherfuckers is like, damn, this shit is kind of crazy. He compared an open surgery to a stream where you get to jump in a pool. Bro, it's like I seen a 24-hour stream. Bro, these niggas. That type of shit. This video making me mad, bro.
24-hour stream.
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You're
brother.
short-handed.
It's like I can't believe this can't be real. Look at Jason's face. This nigga know he did, like, they saying bullshit. They just want to go against the odds. I don't agree with that bullshit. I don't. I done stream for hours, and I can say, bro, I think 24 hours open surgery is way harder and way worse. Imagine they had to clean somebody's shit. Imagine they fucking with somebody's heart and shit. These niggas playing the game, jumping in the pool, comparing this to fucking with blood and all that nasty ass shit. This video is generally making me mad though.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
That was Rhonda cooked his ass. That was some bullshit, bro. Rhonda got the point on Lacey on that one, bro. So what is it, like 2-1 right now? Streamers are 1 and 9 to 5s is 2. That was some bullshit, bro.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
Go.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
Man, they saying they're not really doing any work. It's really like their production. That's hard to debate on, because a nigga can play the game for like 8 to 5 hours. The cameraman can record this shit, but nigga, I'm playing the game. I told his ass to come. I paid him to do that. Said it. I don't know. That's a hard debate.
I would even go as far to say, as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9 to 5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have.
This motherfucker. See, like, that's my point right there. That's my point. Why are you defending? Why are you even making a debate if 9 to 5 is harder than streamers? If you never had a 9 to 5, this is an automatic L on them. If he gets on the stage and say some shit, it don't matter. He never had a job. Look how they looking at this motherfucker. Look at face swag. They like, why are you here? You never had a 9 to 5. That's mad crazy. That's an automatic L right there, bro. It's like they automatically lost. If you ain't never have a 9 to 5, why are you making this debate? This shit crazy, bro. Let's keep watching, bro.
I worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a year.
Why is she laughing? Bro, she's making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
This nigga said 8 months. Lacey, it's like, I can agree with you, but then that's where you fuck up, bro. It's like, these niggas ain't really have a job for real. 8 months, bro? Bro, you gotta get your ass. I feel like a valuable person to say this, you gotta have a 9 to 5. At bare minimum, a year to 2 years. Okay? A year to 2 years, bro. Then you'll really know the mental difference compared to the two. And you know why Lacey don't work at a 9 to 5 no more compared to the Panera and shit? He's saying it's so much harder. It's because the benefits of streaming. Nigga, bro, he does whatever the fuck he wants to do. These niggas make me so mad. He watches videos and get paid. Bro, shit.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9 to 5 job is not harder than what?
But 9 to 5 got the point on that one, bro. Nigga said 8 months. That's an automatic L.
You do.
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9 to 5 people to have a job because their pay is guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
so you're
like...
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
Well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5.
You don't need to go to school for most jobs. Ron, that's a good ass point. But this is where he's like, this is why I disagree with him. Bro, you gotta go to school if you're gonna get a good ass job. You know, even with a trade, you gotta kinda go to a trade school to get you a decent job. You know? Cause this is a debate, bro. This debate is really good. I'll enjoy this video because it's like a this side and that side. but he ain't never had no job either. I heard all that nigga did was play Fortnite. So it's like, bro, niggas that's playing it like that didn't have a job is saying shit about 9 to 5 and streaming. That makes no sense.
If you wanted to go work
my first thing would be, before you even hop on this stage, did you work an actual job, my nigga? That would be my first question to some of these streaming niggas. If you ain't never have a job, you shouldn't be saying shit about 9 to 5s, bro.
Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with though? But it doesn't make. But you're not even. You're not even.
Okay, he's switching the topic a lot. He's going from pay, then he's talking about relevancy. He's talking about how hard it is. Which one is it, Ron? Which one are you trying to say, my guy? Let's keep going. He's trying to understand what you're saying. You're saying all this bullshit. But the pay is like, with streaming, it's so crazy. It's like, that shit comes to debate, bro. You know? Dang, this video was bro, shout out to these FaZe motherfuckers. They did a good job making this video. Even though some of these people that's defending the streamers it's pointless because they never worked a job like Adapt. But this is a W vid overall, though. I can give it to them, you know? Because for them to think of something this creative, that's a banger idea.
You keep switching it, so why don't
I'm
you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that
difficult.
you need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube?
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing.
Absolutely,
so the people that you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
Entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best example, is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense
hard
of everyday
physically,
activity.
there's
Because some
hard-
people around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone, you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is-
type
Okay. I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. My bad. What is this? My bad. I see what my guy. Well, I see what old man Gramps is saying. He's saying that, bro, they deal with them the a motherfucking camera. Like what I'm doing right now, it's with streaming, but except it's people that are watching me while I'm doing it, like live. I see what Gramps is trying to say, compared to him actually have to go to work and deal with employees and shit, and then he's going to work dealing with people he doesn't want to see like that or don't want to deal with. I could kind of see what he's saying. I'm going with Gramps with this one. I'll give him the points to that. I think it's like 3-2, 9 to 5. To
Type of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on the camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number of hours that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff.
Oh man, kind of getting on his ass though. I can't even lie, Rod. He kind of getting on your ass a little bit.
But everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Oh, he just gave up. Oh yeah, they got it. Never mind, you gave up, my nigga. Why did he just give up? Bro, you was cooking the fuck out of Ryan, bro. You was getting on his ass. This nigga gave up too soon. Hey, man. They literally got doodle shirts and gray pants defending the 9-to-5 workers. They should have had a nigga like me. The fuck? This nigga literally came and dipped. He gave up too quick.
Seeing a lot of flags.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. I know. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and
Damn. So they already gave up. These niggas already gave up. They said you right. They said you right. So this video is over then. All these niggas just agree that they said she's right. Or they may be sarcastic and I might be a dumbass. It's one of the two. But, I don't know though. It's a good video though.
And I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't,
Why did Silky make that face? What the fuck?
Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home.
Jerry, why'd you do that, my guy? Why you do it to the little shorty, bro? You gotta explain this clip, bro. What the fuck? What she said she had a girlfriend. A nigga made a funny face. What she do? I gotta. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long
berated.
have you been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
So
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost.
Damn.
Everything fell off
He was about to
completely.
k-
About to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every night.
But damn, bro. You see, I think. Why did Ron bring this point up though, my nigga? She made the argument about like it mentally drains everybody. 9 to 5 mentally drains people too. You know, she didn't. She was meant. This nigga totally just brought some real life shit. But man, that is sad though. You know, but that was kind of insane.
9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
savings,
rent.
yeah.
So I was losing.
You were in the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when
All right, but when we asked Ron, dang, this nigga was really going through it. Keep watching.
you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
So he wanted to move out. It sounds like based off what I'm hearing. You feel me? Yeah, based off what I'm hearing, it sounds like he wanted to move out. And then when he moved out, things started to go bad. But that's life, though. But imagine if all right, so now my argument with him is, imagine a 9 to 5 worker, though. You know what I'm saying? It's some 9 to 5 niggas that went through that same thing, but worse. A nigga that's barely making any money. There's niggas, bro, I done went through it myself. Like, bro, it had times where bro, I had to pay bills for this, that. I feel depressed. I feel like I wanted to go get up out of here because it was like, man, I can't pay my car insurance on time. I'm going to lose my car. My bills couldn't get paid on time. I totally understand where he's coming from. There's plenty of 9-to-5 workers that done went through the same thing he went through. He's not the only one that done went through that. So that's like that was a bad argument. I don't agree with that.
That's
no
privilege.
offense, not to like avoid what he's saying. That is sad though. He went through. I'm glad he got through it, but that's why I can't agree with that point.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9
That's
to
a whole
5s.
different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to
opportunity-
LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to.
Dang, that's insane, bro. Dang, I never knew he did that. Dang, shit, that nigga was living like a black nigga.
But I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah.
If we all got paid the same amount of money, I'll still say 9 to 5 is harder. I'm sorry, Ronna. I'm sorry. You know? They always getting paid the same amount of money. Ron, yeah. Bro, I done seen a nigga sleep on stream and get subs. Like, that shit is just crazy. No 9 to 5 person is sleeping on the job. That's why they gotta count their blessings up, man. That's why I don't agree with this. This whole argument is already it's bullshit. Nigga said they spamming L's in chat. That should have been the end of this.
Gosh, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day, even if
Let's say I lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral videos, even if people are hating on you and shitting on you.
That's not really true. I done had some viral videos. I ain't getting paid shit from that shit. I'm getting paid like 50 cents, nigga. So that's bullshit. So this is a hard one, bro. It seems like a lot of jibber jabber in my ear to me. I would have to say it's a draw, just simply because both of them ain't really saying shit for real, based off of this. So let's keep listening.
That's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and
There's literally streamers that play games for hours that's making thousands of dollars. That nigga's point was bullshit. That was a literally doodle ass point. Silky man, what the fuck was that, man? That was doodle as shit. Nigga, there's niggas that's sleeping on stream making thousands, bruh. Doodle ass point, man.
they had to go to school. You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
They lost. They fucking lost, bro. There's no way. They are trolling, bro. Trolling, bro. That shit is crazy. They're trolling bad. Keep watching. Yeah, they already lost. This nigga never had a job. It don't even matter what he says. We gotta skip him. I'm not listening to shit this nigga gotta say. I'm sorry, Adapt, I'll fuck with you. But if a nigga never had a job, I ain't trying to hear what he had to say, bro. This nigga never, he said earlier he never had a job. So we gotta skip him. I'm sorry. We got to, bro. Cause it's like, bro, why am I gonna listen to a person that never had a job debate about a 9 to 5? Fuck off my screen, man. No disrespect. Adapt, you a GOAT, but I gotta call you out, bro. I can't let that slide. You trying to go against 9 to 5, but you never had one. So it's like, my nigga, you're doing, you obviously love streaming, bro.
That's like, what have to do?
Replay.
Streaks. Editor on your
Get his ass on the screen.
Get on with.
Can't even listen, bro. It's an automatic loss. I'm sorry. We gotta keep stuff a buck. It's like this, right? If a nigga says GTA is way harder than racing, but he never played GTA, why am I going to listen to that person, bro? Why am I going to listen to him? So that's why I had to skip Adapt. Now we on to Silky and the rest of these boys. That's why we gotta keep it a buck. That's why I can't be like, oh, I'm on his side. He said this. I'm on hers. These majority of these people that's talking had 9 to 5s. So it's like, all right.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children.
So
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
He finna get to trolling, so it's like, bro, it's like these niggas ain't even trying to be serious, bro. He got to, I see, look at his face. He about to get to trolling.
Yes, yes, all that, you know, because it's who you are. That you know, we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9 to 5ers, and we interact and have energy with people.
Yeah.
Where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have.
Don't agree with that. That was a terrible point. Streamers always gotta have energy. L point.
You have false energy because you're
False
across the
energy.
screen. You're not interacting with people like we
you know
do.
how many-
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait,
so-
isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me. Come
There's
on.
millions of people who watch the video and
Yes.
save lives every
Yes.
day. Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that.
No, he's right. W Silky, he's right. He ain't even trolling. I'm glad he said some real shit. Bro, it's been some times I fell down and then a nigga would make a video. I feel better about my life. I feel like I want to keep going. He put a smile, he making me laugh. I'm like, dang, I'm broke as hell, but this nigga entertaining. He making me feel better about myself. No bullshit. Silky, that was a good point.
That literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out and to the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay, now.
What kind of shit's going on?
She's saying some bullshit. No lie. Shawty saying some bullshit. I can't even be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is bad. This is some bad pointers, man. Bad pointers. Silky got the dub with this one. She's saying that, oh, you know, y'all don't really help people. Y'all mainly on the screen talking to people. It's not like you're in person doing this. But, bro, these niggas help a lot of people through the screen on the internet. It's been times where I done watched David Goggins, Illuminati, shout out Spiritual Soul. A few people done made me feel better about myself, and I never seen them or met them in real life. So her point is shitty. It's trash.
Go to the club.
Silky got the point. Streamers is tied 3-3, bro.
You get to put some shades on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's what's
do what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people too.
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands?
Oh, she's saying some bull, bro. It's like the more she talk, is making it worse. She's saying they don't deal with people because they on the internet over the screen. Now I can give the streamers this W. They cooking the fuck out this lady. She's saying some bullshit. She's saying some absolute bullshit. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, get her ass off this chair, bro. Get a new nigga, man.
I think, look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch entertainment. I got kids. I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then the
We're
interaction with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you- wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained and
on
been like,
what's coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is
I got a
fake.
banger right now.
Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now.
all
Go
right.
ahead. Yeah.
Come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with
They do the exact same shit. Her ass is saying some bull, bro. Get her ass up out the chair, man. She gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta get off the chair. Cause it's like you're not saying anything that's like, oh my God, she ain't saying shit.
you is that you guys would do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know? You just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child.
And then sometimes they inspire them to do it. They change people's lives. Like, bro, shout out DDG too. Without DDG, I wouldn't think I'll be doing content creation, bruh. Content creators do impact people's lives a lot. And these people got to stop sleeping on them. Content creators, they do. They really do. They do.
You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had
Ben
kids come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life, had kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same.
Silky, you just threw this nigga off the bus. You don't know what. He's absolutely wrong. Same million you, all that bullshit. He's a server. He's serving you. He's coming to the restaurant, asking you questions. Servers is different than a cook, Silky. So you're already fucking up right there. Okay? You gotta put it like this. My guy comes up to random people, and he has to put on a smile when he don't feel. All right, let's keep watching.
Food every day, bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom and
it.
say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so
easy.
rude,
Because
honestly.
she works two of them.
Okay,
She works at two hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at two hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said.
He pulled that card on this nigga. This is see, this is why I can't take this shit true. Like, bro, it's like he really he's trolling his ass. It's like bro, I feel like this argument gonna be some trolling shit. I dead ass want to hear what this nigga had to say. Maybe he just not your audience because he probably meant like he don't watch your content. He probably should have said that. Yo, like, that's kind of fucked up. I can't lie. That's crazy.
You won't watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
That is what you do.
But why don't you still work at Costco's then? You see what I'm saying, Silky? If you was having the greatest, bruh, 401k waiting for you and all that shit, why didn't you stay out working at Costco? it's like these niggas that's saying this shit, they know damn well they wouldn't do no 9 to 5 today. I mean, they done made it, so it's like, why stop? But still, if it's so much harder, why won't you just make your life easier for you? I'm just saying, make your life easier and not harder. That's just all I'm saying.
Fun.
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
If I make it fun.
Do you make it?
He's lying right here. Exactly. This is the bullshit. That's my point. That's my point. Why don't you stay doing Costco's then? You making so much, you get all this benefit. Why do you do streaming as a job instead of Costco's? Because he likes what he does. He does it every single day. You know, even though they may be some bullshit comments that may throw you off, you love doing it. It makes your life so much more efficient. Like, dang, I got niggas that like my content. They enjoy watching what I do. That's why my nigga doing it.
It fun.
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Nah, everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
not fun at all. No, he ain't jealous. He just furious because it's like, it sound like y'all niggas just a little ungrateful for where y'all at. Y'all comparing 9 to 5 motherfuckers. A nigga, bro, imagine Jason and Ween at McDonald's and Jason and Ween going. These niggas are saying this whole debate is bullshit. That's why I can see he's furious. Cause imagine, bro, he's saying that like, bro, I would want to play video games and stream all day and go to sleep whenever I feel like it and wake up. He's mad about that. He don't want to serve niggas, talk to motherfuckers, wake up, go to work. You know, Silky, I don't know, bro. I think he kind of cooking your ass a little bit, bro. It just seems like you saying some bullshit. Saying streaming ain't fun, but you do it every day. I don't know, man.
You're on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was sarcasm. You didn't read it.
Damn, he kind of cooked their ass. These niggas slow as fuck, bro. No way. There's no way he said. There's no way they really thought this nigga was serious.
Of a harder job.
No.
Oh!
Yeah.
Thank you.
I read the room so easily. This nigga obviously was being super sarcastic. Bro, it's like, bro, he's saying you playing video games, you're going to sleep, waking. They do whatever the fuck they want in their job field. People gotta be a little more grateful, man. It's a blessing for them to be doing that.
Thank you.
That was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No. Listen. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No. He's got to stay. No, let him.
No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments now. You know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
yeah.
You know.
I could kind of see what he's saying. Like, bro, dang, y'all saying all this shit about me and shit, and I'm trying to just enjoy the stream, go live. I could see what he's saying. The night before that, he probably be like overwhelmed. Like, man, I gotta make sure I'm on tip-top shape and shit. I
see him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
So he got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that now.
Thing is, my nigga, you can hop on Marvel Rivals on the stream. Do they not realize on stream you do whatever the fuck you want? If you have a core fan community, they not gonna give a fuck. They not gonna give a fuck. It depends though what you're doing though. You got some people that gonna be, but if your community legit, like an actual legit, they not gonna give a bro. I done seen multiple streamers. They do some random shit. And they'll still have tens of thousands of viewers. I'm just saying though. I think that was a bullshit excuse. You know.
Now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrub
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is fried.
You know what's crazy?
My mind is...
8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work today.
You already did my...
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What? Do I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
What the fuck is he trying to say? Alright, I would be lost too, Silky. What the fuck is this point? The fuck?
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
See, he trying to just cancel this nigga, man. He trying to troll him.
Get this racist out here! He has no social cues.
Right.
Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to just say to you,
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said,
I'm an
you
introvert.
said.
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, get her ass out the seat, man. Silky, you won this shit. My nigga quit too soon. He was low-key cooking your ass a little bit, but then he quit. My nigga was cooking you. When he said, bro, y'all playing video games, and he said, he was cooking. He quit too soon.
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
How?
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Now it's like, bro, I fuck with Jason, but Jason, you out of all people, you don't do shit for real. No offense to Jason, my nigga be going out to dinners with the hoes. He does a lot of girl content, bro. And that's a blessing. It's like they be making this shit seem so overly hard, man.
Uh-oh, here you go. Here you go.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
He lost. Get his ass up out the seat. That's an automatic L. You don't. That means in his head he already was hearing all the what the fuck they was going through. Yeah, get his ass up out of that bitch. Get his ass up out that bitch. Get his ass up out of that bitch. Out of there. Out of there. That's an automatic L. We ain't trying to hear it. You should have. The first thing he should have said was streaming was harder. All right, so it's like 4-3, but it's not 4-4. Cause after that, Jason said that shit. That's an automatic L.
No. I believe.
Oh, the person they needed was the nigga that went super viral was Max. This nigga needed to be in this video, but he on his Playboy Cardi shit. His ass disappeared. I don't know where the fuck that nigga is. They needed Max in this video.
You think streaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationship.
Why the fuck is he talking about relationships? She asked, "What if streaming is so much harder? Why are you doing it?"
It's just I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
But that proves the point on why streaming is not harder than a 9 to 5 then. My nigga gave up his girl to stream because he loves doing this shit. All these niggas saying it's harder, they all love doing it. Every last one of them person. You know what I'm saying? These 9 to 5 motherfuckers, like a nigga like me who had to go to Chick-fil-A, I hated going to Chick-fil-A. Bro, getting up at 2 to make the train, then, bro, I hated doing that shit. I don't agree with them, man.
So my question.
Nah,
again,
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question. If you think it's so much harder, Why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have
So
to.
he chose streaming over his girls. Exactly. So that proves the point is that, bro, you're doing something you love doing. Why is it so much harder? Well, not even that. That's a terrible point.
So you lost the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I was
touch
flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one,
But
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your
Jason's saying some bullshit. She kind of getting on his ass. No bullshit. If you get up a girl for streaming, it's something special about streaming.
choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than
that
9 to 5. That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag.
He ran up a
I
bag.
ain't gonna lie,
You did
I
it for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
future
love?
for something that I'm passionate about and motion? I pick motion.
L and Jason, 4-5 right now.
I'm Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Yes. Amazing name.
Cute. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't?
You saying in this video, man? I don't think I'm about to click the fuck off. All right, y'all. That pissed me off. That was the end of this shit. I can't take no more of that rage bait. That nigga said he don't enjoy streaming. You stream every day. Why are you still streaming? Why didn't you get off the internet like Bruce? Why are you not off the internet like Plague Boy Max? These niggas just be lying for clips. All right, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We out of here.